This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Odin Sphere Leifthrasir. In the last episode, we finished the tale of the Puka Prince as he went through... Oh no, not Puka Prince. What am I talking about? Fairyland. Man, sorry, I was doing some editing earlier and I was looking at a different episode. No, we finished Fairyland in the last episode. Mercedes finally beat the Demon King Odin, broke his Baylor, and told him to leave her lands and never come again. Although, if you play Gwendolyn or Cornelius' storylines, you know that doesn't exactly come out true. But Mercedes, basically her story is about her rise to queenship and how she becomes a strong leader for the fairies. And we hope only the best for her, but apparently she gets kind of encountered a couple times by Gwendolyn and Cornelius and kind of gets beaten up a bit. But yeah, we'll discuss that later. But anyway, now that we got a new book that has fallen down, The Black Sword. There's only one person I know that we've heard about in the whole story that has the Black Sword. Shall we open this book and read the tale of a youth who almost goes down the dark path, only to be saved? Let's see what happens as we read the tale of Oswald, the Black Knight.
As I thought, trying to avoid one's fate is like trying to stop the stars. Not even those who see the future can keep from carrying out their fates.
Why were you holding back? I was opened several times.
Do not worry about me. Your Vauldemare is a weapon without peer. My time is up. Use my death to validate the claims of its power. Take my head and announce your victory to the commander of the fairies.
You should be aware that all this was caused by that country. But they did not hire me. My father specifically asked me to do this.
He is not your father. Your real father is a man named Edgar.
That means nothing. That is just the name of a man who abandoned a baby. Melvin is my only father. Even though I am human, he raised me as his own.
Do not forget that when the time comes.
You talk as if you know everything. Let me cease your tongue's flapping.
Shadow Master who threatens the darkness. Seek the bird. That shall be your destiny.
It is as Melvin said. As long as I have this Vauldemare, even the dragon shall fear me.
Alright, now we go to the tutorial of Control Oswald after killing the Dragon Heindel, I think his name. You can basically... Oswald is the slowest character of anyone in the game, but he has he's the strongest though. He has a cool ability called Berserk Mode, which allows him to turn into basically a... It says hold it down, right? Oh, okay. So I had to hold it down for a bit of time. Okay, there we go. Neat. You meant to get hurt while doing that, though. Alright, and then when we gather enough things, we turn, we hold R1 and press this, and his speed and power go up, so it's kind of a way to get around his slow style. Ooh. Oh, wow! Look at that. Oh, it's like a Sonic the Hedgehog shadow form, or not shadow form, hyper form or whatever. If we want to end it early, like for boss, or to save it for bosses or whatever, we can go to get rid of it quickly. So there you go. I'd probably say Mercedes is my least favorite character, and Oswald is my next least favorite character. And that's just because of how slow he is, and his fighting style's a bit slower than Cornelius's that I'm so used to. So, not that I don't like his character, it's just like I said, it's a case of how slow he is. I don't know. I never, if I remember correctly, I never really got used to Oswald, even by the end of his storyline when I played it years ago. But anyway, let's oh, where'd that guy go? Oh. But yeah, Oswald is really good for bosses because of his berserk mode, because of him being able to go faster and do more damage. So like I said, each character has their own little tweaks and twinges that make them different to play above all over. So, but yeah, this is basically just a tutorial to kind of get used to Oswald. So, not too bad. All right. But yeah, basically, you know, the story they told about why the dragons are pissed off or mad at people. Well, Oswald, you see at the beginning. So we didn't even get to find Heimdall or whatever his name is. We just start off killing him, so that's kind of sad, but oh well. All right, let's continue on and see what Oswald does, because I think the next story takes place after, because as Mercedes, we beat Oswald and all that stuff happens in her storyline. So I think the next story that occurs happens after what happened to Melvin, but let's find out.
Greetings, Queen Elfaria. This is the strongest blade among all ciphers. It surpasses even the might of the Demon Lord's weapon, Balor.
I have heard that the power of the sword is enough to ward off curses.
Ah. Good. Leave us, Oswald. There is nothing to fear. We shall not be harmed. This allows us to perform otherwise dangerous feats, such as hunting dragons.
What have you done? Are the rumors indeed true? Has Hindle been killed?
This amazing sword can cut through a dragon's armored hide like butter. If this sword can be mass-produced, the lesser nations will kneel to us.
What did the Queen say?
Well, Brahm, the Queen highly praised the sword you created. But she hesitates to mass-produce it. 'Tis frustrating.
Aren't you afraid? I am terrified myself. Many have been taken by the sword's curse, and have been turned into ghosts. What fate awaits Oswald?
Don't look so glum, Brahm. Oswald shall be fine. He is a true swordsman.
Oh!
Melvin, the messengers are calling.
I shall be there shortly. Brahm, I suggest you do not concern yourself with this. It won't do you any good.
I never should have crafted that weapon. Ah, it will part the heavens and tear the earth asunder.
All right, well, that's just the prologue of Oswald's story. So we get to at least see how he came about to be working for the fairies. However, we know, like I said before, we know thereafter, not too long after, Melvin gets killed and Oswald, I guess, gets sent back to the Holier or something like that. So I guess this next chapter will tell us what happens next. Or maybe it doesn't happen quite yet, but we know it eventually happens.
The Demon Lord's daughters are evil. They lead the Valkyries and gleefully slaughter all they face in battle.
It is too much to expect us to fight against such fiends.
Oh, Vauldemare wielder.
You are our pride and joy. Our people have scattered after the war between the fairies and the dwarves.
Those who fled served the Demon Lord, while those who failed to escape were captured and sworn to serve the fairies.
We left our forges, which meant everything to us. But now the time has come for the Queen to realize our power.
Well, I don't see any, thoughts behind that.
Oswald, do not place too much trust in Melvin. He thinks nothing of you. Let me prove it.
Speak not of Melvin. I will not hear a word against him.
Well, according to Oswald, he raised him like a son, so it would be hard to just admit that your father's kind of got dark intentions.
Don't come any closer! They say that sword is cursed!
Well, but I'm
Please,
fine.
don't scowl at me like that. I'm just a local guide. How about a meal?
Looks like we get to go to the Puka village quite early in Oswald's tale. Then again, we are getting closer to the end of the game. We only got one more character to play after Oswald, so makes sense they start giving us the chance to go to. But the thing is, we don't have any money anyway. Or at least I don't think I have anything to. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to buy anything anyway. So
Death's apprentice. We shall not require the assistance of your despicable power. The unicorns and paladin will dispose of the Aesir threat.
dude, I killed a dragon. What have you done lately? Alright, well, it looks like to, I guess, maybe test the strength of Oswald. I guess perhaps we're sent towards the Vanir's enemy, the Aesir. Let's see how Oswald deals with that in Chapter 1.
Oswald, I must speak up. Listen to me. This is about the fate of your sword.
What is it?
I deeply regret handing you that sword. That blade will take its wielder to the Netherworld, where he loses his soul. Those revenants up in the mountains, they are former users of the Vauldemare. The same fate awaits
Rome! I told you, it won't do you any good. Right now, your reluctance is holding back the war efforts of our nation. But it is not in my nature to soil my hands with the blood of my friends. I shall send you to the Netherworld. The Halia will take care of you.
Take the traitor away!
Lord Melvin! The pride that keeps you so fearless will be the thing that leads to your death!
He fears the power of the sword and has lost his nerve. Don't concern yourself. Or are you beginning to despise the sword yourself?
All I wish is to be able to continue serving you. I shall obey your commands.
Ah, Oswald, I'm so lucky to have such a devoted son. Now, come here. I have a task which only you can perform. 'Tis reconnaissance into the very heart of the enemy.
Alright, looks like we need to go into Odin's castle and track their movements so the war effort can be prepared against Odin, the demon lord. Let's test out, why don't we test out Oswald's skills, shall we? We're just drop straight down. Oh, he has some, okay. I thought he had some interesting jump abilities and stuff like that. He moves through the shadows. Well, he is called a Shadow Knight. I guess that makes sense. Like I said, I like Oswald's like design and story and stuff like that. It's just, like I said, I'm not really a fan of his fighting style. Like I said, being the slowest out of all the characters. I don't know. Not all of them can be Cornelius. Sorry. Uh-oh. Battle. Well, I think one of the main reasons is I always, if I remember correctly, like how I played, I think I forgot to use his Berserk ability quite regularly, if I remember correctly. I think that was one of the main reasons why I didn't like playing him, because I always forgot to use Berserk. So I never utilized his ability half the time. Ooh, we get a key. That's hard to see you happy, Oswald. Usually you're all frowny and mopey. Although, well, I guess I don't want to say anything yet, because, although I guess I've already done some spoiler in this episode. That's always the trouble, is like, do I actually want to say something about like what happens later on in a character's story? Because if you've watched up to this point, we know what happens to Oswald, but do you kind of like play a game like pretending that you don't know what's going on, despite the fact the whole point is to watch the whole thing? Like, why would someone watch a specific run of it and not get spoilers? You know, you have to, even when you're playing the game, you have to like know what you're doing, or you have to what's the word? You have to kind of be aware that like what happens in the story. So it's like you can't just ignore it. So I don't know. I'll probably feign ignorance for the most part until I feel it's necessary to say it all out. Anyway, we gotta. Oh yeah, and like all adventures, we have to like earn our earn all of our experience and everything all over again. Although it's kind of neat that they at least let us already start us at the. All right, can I? No, there we go. Since we're at a lower level, might as well take advantage of Oswald's ability to go berserk. Looks like he like claws them in the face as well as the sword, you know. Pretty dangerous. Ooh, we get our first Phozon. What does Wheel of Fate tell us what skill we have learned? Da 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 da. Vile Rush. Vile Rush. Forward slashes that gradually intensify. Okay. Oh, we don't have enough Phozons. I thought I did. Alright. Let's see. We've got 2. See roof past the dwarf who throws the bombs. Okay. And completion. Alright. Now we know we need a couple more Phozons. Yeah, we don't have as many, we don't have as many, so we don't have any keys yet, do we? Okay. Yeah, we don't have all our Phozons and stuff from Mercedes' story, so like all times we had to start all over again. I think we have some mulberry seeds, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. Those. Do I need any more, or is that it? Okay, we're good. Come back here. Get over here. I'll eat those off screen so I can gain some levels since we're almost done with the episode. Yeah. And every episode the game has to tell us about some secret we need to... Oh, where's the merchant? Yes.
Now that you see me, I can't let you live.
I have seen nothing. Is there anything you need? I'll sell you anything. Anything but my life.
I think that's one of the only times that the main character interacts with either the merchant or the chef. It's kind of interesting in a way. And we don't have any money yet, so I'll have to buy that fireproof charm later. We'll just buy the world map so we get an idea of how big this place is. Da 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 da. Alright, how big is this place? Yeah, pretty big. This one might take... I might have to rush the second episode, or the next episode of Oswald's. Well, we'll keep going. We still have a few more moments. Uh-oh, boss time. Oh, right, I forgot to How about I shortcut Oswald's new ability, shall we? Oh, that's not bad. That's a pretty good ability. Oh, wow. That's pretty smooth. I like it. He doesn't do like a ton of damage, but... Ah, come on, man. Apparently Oswald's initial abilities are not strong enough to... Oh, we can berserk now. Oh, that does a lot of damage. Yeah, despite me not being at any higher level because I didn't eat any of the fruit, beat this guy pretty good. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Very good. Excellent. We get a key for our efforts so we can open up that one door. Let's see, one. And get more seeds. Alright. I'll finish up. I'll make the little, episode a little long. Not by much, but just enough to finish this little like alcove of places. Looks like he keeps going unless you break the combo or something like that, because you can finish it early, like if you're worried about getting attacked during the middle of your combo, for example. You can even tell Oswald's sword swipes are a bit sluggish, despite a lot of his abilities having him do combos. He like, it's like most of his attacks are meant for kills, so that's why he's slow and methodical about that, which makes sense, really, when you think about it. Not Erion, or S on that one. Doing so well so far, haven't gotten a lesser score yet. Ooh, what's this? Ah, you burned me at this level. That sucks. Alright, anything around here? Nope. Okay. Let's go back to the rest stop, and I think we'll call it there. I think we'll leave it at the rest area. I think. All right, looks like Oswald isn't doing too bad on his second outing, because his first outing, oh, that was kind of cool. Yeah, I keep forgetting that there's some abilities you can do if you hold like the button in certain directions and stuff like that, or if you jump, or like if you press X, yeah, see how you can, that's pretty neat. Anyway, first outing, a dragon, second outing, the Demon Lord. Looks like everything's going up for Oswald. But will Oswald's luck run out anytime soon? It is the Demon Lord and his Valor, which has destroyed many a people and things. Can Oswald survive to the very end? Or will he truly become one with the Shadow? Find out next time in the next episode of Odin Sphere Leifthrasir. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.